What's up, guys? Welcome back into the YouTube channel. If you are new, thank you for stopping in. So in today's video, we're going to be doing kind of a paint restoration project on something that's pretty cool and unique. I absolutely love these body style of truck. It is GM related. I've always wanted one. They're super hard to find in really good condition. Well, we have one right here, and I get the honor of basically reviving the paint, bringing this I guess historic piece of GM history back to, I guess, its former glory. We're gonna go ahead and kind of dive on in. I'm gonna show you guys, kind of give you an overview of what I'm talking about here, and then we're gonna jump in and see what we can do on this paint. So enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and show you what is behind the camera. Like I said, guys, this is a cool piece of GM history. This is a all original 1969 Chevy C20 that a guy bought, and we're gonna save the paint today. As you guys can tell, it's just kind of dingy, grimy, but we're gonna bring all this back to a nice shine. Everything is nice and clean on this. Look at them wheel wells, not all rusted out. Gotta love the old school tailgate banner on these old Chevy trucks. But yeah, look how clean this thing is. You can run your hand across it, not get tetanus. That's something new to us. A lot of our vehicles around here have rust. Granted, there is a little bit down here on the cab corner and a little bit of the rocker, but for this being a 69, I mean, my 79's got more rust on it than this thing does, all the way up and around. So like I said, we're gonna go ahead and get the paint revived on this thing. You can tell they tried it here. We're gonna be using probably a mid-grade polish on this thing because I don't wanna burn through the paint. I'm assuming there's probably not a lot of paint on this to begin with. So we're gonna be using our rotary machine, probably a lower RPM, and just going back and forth, taking our sweet time with this and bringing the paint back. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab all my stuff, get some music turned on, probably throw you guys on a time lapse. We'll probably work a little area, show you what we can do with it, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, so my first step to obviously tackling this thing is getting all the grime washed off. I use some soap and water, just like a Dawn dish soap, to kind of act as like a degreaser instead of actually using like an industrial degreaser to where it'll affect the paint. So we went ahead and washed everything, used the brush, basically got everything nice and clean. Now we're gonna dry it and get to polishing. All right, gonna give you guys a quick update. I tried a few different methods, starting off with trying to get like the buffing and stuff kind of figured out. What I ended up doing is using my big buffer with a wool pad. It kind of just cuts through all that kind of oxidation very quick. You got to be careful though. I'm basically just letting the buffer just kind of glide over the paint. I'm using very little pressure, just kind of letting its own weight take care of everything. And then I'm coming back with my rotary and kind of hitting all the tight little areas. And then I'll get my little 2-inch polisher out, and we'll kind of finish up around. And then there's some spots I'll have to hit by hand. But all in all, it's coming out. I have a little bit up here I need to hit yet. The hood is done. You can see the glass shine. And then I have a little bit of this door I got to do yet. Just trying to hit like the big areas, like I said, and then I'm coming back by hand and with my other stuff. But just check it out, nice and shiny now. We got the tailgate. I don't know if you guys can see how, you can kind of see my reflection in there. But we went across it. Again, gonna have to come back and hit all up in here by hand. But no big deal. I say for it being a 1969, this paint is turning out fantastic. Like I said, I'm gonna hit the top and kind of all the white areas. You got to be careful, obviously, with like the rust, because obviously when you're using like a polishing compound, it kind of turns the rust more white. So we're gonna try to kind of avoid all those big areas. And then, like I said, we'll hit up here, and then this I'll probably just leave. But yeah, she's coming out nice and shiny. Like I said, you can see that nice reflection. Just got to kind of hit down at the bottom all by hand, and should turn out, I'd say, pretty good for being, like I said, 1969. Well, there we have it, guys. I finally got it finished. I'm not even sure what time it is, but it's ready to rock and roll, all nice and shiny. Went ahead and wiped down the windows and everything and vacuumed out the inside for him. But yeah, it turned out good. So a little bit of patience. Like I said, I had to try a few different methods to try and get it to work. But yeah, it cleaned up really, really nice. So I'm happy with it. Hopefully he's happy with it. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Be sure to smash that thumbs up button, subscribe button, and be sure to turn on the bell notification so you know every time I upload. But anyway, guys, remember, learning as I do, doing I love. I'm the GM man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.